What is going on, my fine people? It's your boy Fine Line 1721 checking back in. About to pretty much give you guys another video, dope ass video. Pretty much this one right here is by popular request. But first, I wanted to pretty much get into my first ever unboxing. What I did wanted to point out was for 2 or 3 people that pretty much seen and watched my Fine Line 1721 exposed video where I showed you guys that everything that I pick up comes from the NLAC North American Logistic Campus warehouse in Memphis. That's where Nike distributes all of their shoes from. Like I said in that video, I don't go to Memphis and walk into a warehouse and buy anything. Those shoes are shipped from the warehouse to retailers nationwide, and that's how I'm able to receive the same product. But I had a couple of dumbass people say, oh, well, you know, that's not the right address that, you know, was shown. So here is, you know, this is the address that people was like, oh, well, this is the real Nike address and everything like that. That's where the shoes normally come from, you know. And I told people this is true. But then when you look up here, this is the exact same address where it's coming from. 3699 Swoosh Drive. This is the exact same address that was on the box that I received in that video. So, you know, that's just to let people know, like, stop hating, man, on the people that's actually out here doing good, doing great. You know, I'm trying to run a successful business. Stop throwing the shade, man. You know, positive vibes this way. You feel me? Everybody know this is Nike tape. Same address that was on my box. But it's all the same shit, man. Everything's come from the same damn location. So stop hating. Oh, but I mean, but if you guys just, let's go ahead and check out what I picked up. I had to get these, man. Before I get into the main attraction of the video, I had to pick these joints up just to complete my Air Max 97 collection. Desert Dust in white. Pretty much, move this to the side. Pretty much these joints are like what I would want to consider the bronze. Like, you know, if you have the silver, if you got the gold, you gotta put the bronze in the collection, man. Dope ass 97. Gonna go perfect with, you know what I'm saying, like I said, with the 3 joints that I do got already. So that's pretty much, you know, it for that one. Let's go ahead and get into the main attraction. What people wanted to see, what people wanted to know. If you notice, I have the Royals, I have the Breads. Which one is missing? This is the upcoming 2018 Shadow Retro 1, slated for release April 14th. I do have these listed right now on fineline1721.com. They are shipping out before the release date. So if you want to pick them up, please do so right now. Now, the one thing about this shoe, everybody is raving about the quality, and it is pretty much justified, man. These right here, I compared them to the Royals and the Breads first because this is the same lane. I did not choose to do the Bread toe or the Shadow Backboard because these right here and the Chicago as well, but I don't have the Chicago anymore on hand. But they're not the tumbled all the way around the shoe type leather. Like the tumbleness of these shoes were not the emphasis of these. Like pretty much what I mean by that is if you take the bread toe, for instance, or if you take the shattered backboard, the tumble was pretty much like where the color here is on the heel, in the mid panel, and the toe. But when it came to the Royals and the breads, the tumble was just pretty much on the toe, Nike sign, and the heel. So that's why I chose to do the comparison with these three. But it seemed as though these two pretty much don't stand a chance when it comes to these. So we got to call out the big boys. Bread toes and shattered backboards. And honestly, what I'm gonna pretty much say about these, man, it's my personal opinion. People could get mad, people could throw a fit, people could talk shit. It really don't matter. If you like smooth softness, butter, and plush, with a little slight tumble, with attention to detail, the shadow will win, especially depending on the shoe that you receive. If you like a more tumbled look, but not necessarily as soft, not necessarily as plush, but if you justify being tumbled as better, then you would probably choose one of these two. So if you just know leather, good quality, soft, buttery leather, this shadow dethrones the shattered backboard. Let's size this up. This is the bread toe. Let's pull out the shoe tree. Now, the toe box is soft, but this leather here, hard as shit. It got a nice little, bounce back. It has a nice little bounce back, but this leather here is soft, and this leather around the toe is not as soft as the shadow. Example, you see how in here you can see like the detailing where it's like a little stressed leather, and it's got a slight tumble the same way, as the bread toe. But look at that. You see when I push that down, how long it's taking to come up, if it comes back up at all. See, that lets you know that this joint is softer. You understand what I'm saying? I literally got to push this back up. So this whole black leather included with the toe box is softer. Now, when you flip around to the side panel of the shoe, you can see that it's got a little stressed leather. I'm gonna try to get a good angle. Has a little stressed leather, compared to, pull out one of the old joints, compared to like this, it's plastic. You feel me? So you can see a little stressed leather on it. And then on the heel, you can see the stressed leather on the ankle collar. It's way more plush. And it has a nice little soft tumbled touch. Now, when you compare it to the bread toe, yes, this here is tumbled. But up here, come on, man. You don't see no type of response, no type of feedback. This is not as plush as the shadow. You know what I'm saying? This shit, look at that. Like, it's just hard. It's not as plush. You feel me? Now, that lets you know, like, the shadow is just a little bit softer than the bread toe. So, let's pull out the big boy. As we looking at the shattered backboard, this is the one that everybody feels as though is king and everything like that. That's cool. So when we're comparing this shadow to this shattered backboard, A lot of people would be like, well, nah, the Shadow Backboard is better. So I got one better for you. I'm gonna throw that one away. And we're gonna come over here and we're gonna pull out my personal shadow that I plan on keeping. Put this down to the side. Now, when you look at these, let's go ahead and check these out. Shadow Backboard, cool. Now look at these. Let's go ahead and put this little. Now when you look at this one, come on, man. This tumble, that don't mean shit. That tumble don't mean a goddamn thing when you compare it to this joint right here. Your eyesight can clearly tell you that this shadow just looks softer than that Shadow Backboard, period. Now, if y'all don't believe me and you want to do, let's do the same test. Let's just size these joints up just like this. Pull out this shoe tree, pull out this shoe tree so you guys know. Come on now, man. This is more tumbled. This is more tumbled. See what I'm saying? Look at that. This shit is still down. This shit is soft as fuck. This whole shoe. You can see me press in on that black and you can see that the leather is stressing. Let's matter of fact, let's hold this down for 5 seconds. 5 seconds. It's still down. It got a nice little bounce back. That's what I'm saying. The Shadow Backboard is nice. But I'm holding this down for 5 seconds. And the whole time that I'm doing everything that I'm doing, you see it's coming back up. This has yet to move. It's literally like soft as a purse, man. You got to push that back up. Like, stop it. Like, we're not going to continue to... This Shadow Backboard is nice, but this shadow, Nike fucking came with it. Look at the side. Like, do you see this? This is the best black leather that they have put on a Retro 1, period. Like, when it comes to on some, you know how you got your Breads and your Royals, most Retro 1s that come with the black leather, it ain't shit. Look at this. You can see this is way better, man. I had to pull out the most. This is probably the best Retro 1 shadow that I've seen in hand. Leather all the way, this good tumbled leather all the way around. It's soft all the way around the collar. Come on, man. You can see the wrinkles just in the leather. I'm sorry, but I gotta give it to the shadow. Putting them back up. Come on. Let's go ahead and look at just the heels. That shadow is making that Shadow Backboard look bad, man. Just look at the black leather around the collar. Look at the tumbleness. Look at the softness. Look at the plushness. Like, yeah, this is more tumble, but as we all know, tumble don't mean better. You see how this black leather right there, good stress level. This shit cheap as hell. So with that being said, you guys can take it like how you want to, but me personally, the best quality that I've seen on the Retro 1 so far, like, is this Shadow 1. This Shadow 1 is like on the level of a fragment. You understand what I'm saying? I'm sorry, like, you guys just seen hands down that it's making the backboard. It's on the backboard is looking just like these, man, when it comes to the shadow. The softness that's on this Shadow Retro 1 is soft. It is the best. The plushness is the best. The leather that I don't know what the fuck they use, what shoe they stole it from, is better than the Shadow Backboard. A lot of people gonna try to continue to make this shoe something that's better than this. I don't care that this is more of a general release than this Shadow Backboard was. What you guys got to realize is limited doesn't mean better. And don't pay attention to the fact that these shoes going for $600, $700, $800 right now. That shit don't matter. These Shadow ones have better quality than this. Like how I say that trifecta, the whole toe box, the mid panel, and the heel, it's beating it. This toe box is soft. The black leather is soft. As you guys can see, everything like this whole mid panel is nice and soft. And this heel plus the collar, like this is what I'm saying. Like look at when I stress that and you seeing them dents like that in the ankle collar. Look at the dents in the ankle collar. Like this don't just fold in like and make a little point. You see it's rounded a little bit. Come on, man. That shit making a point. Look like fucking pussy lips. The Shadow Retro 1 crept out the dark. And this is probably the best quality Retro 1. Like I said, I've shown you guys the bread toe, shown you guys the Shadow Backboard. This is just better. It's better. If you guys want to continue to make this shoe the reigning king of Jordan 1s, that's just you caught up in the hype. If you get a pair of these Shadows and you lucky enough to get you a pair like this, you're getting a better quality shoe than the Shadow Backboard. Don't let the motherfucking hype fool you. Don't let other people tell you. This Shadow 1 is the truth. So if you would like to pick up the Shadow Retro 1 and you will have your pair early, head over to fineline1721.com. They will be shipping out early. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter at fineline1721. Both handles are the same. And until the next video, you guys know what to do. Be smooth. Enjoy life. Bless up.